Cheers.
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 Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers to 10 years.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today we're here with Cindy Nañez of the Divine Marketing Group, and she is celebrating her 10-year anniversary. Welcome, and cheers to 10 years.
Thank you so much.
That's so exciting. So how are you feeling?
I'm feeling excited and a little overwhelmed because, I always visioned that I would make it to this 10-year mark. And the fact that it's here now and today, it's pretty miraculous. And I just feel so grateful and so blessed. So
That's amazing. So let's go ahead and dive right in.
Yes.
I just want to ask you, so where did it all start?
I really feel like Divine Marketing Group started out of a need and not out of greed. A lot of people don't know that I have a very special friend who really poured into me for many, many, many years. And she was like, you know what, Cindy, that business that's in your heart that is stirring in there, it's time to start it. And I remember going to sleep that night and I could just feel like God was talking to me and I could hear Divine Marketing Group.
Wow.
I woke up that next day and I drove down to our courthouse and I just said, let me get the paperwork and everything ready to go. And I put it out there.
Wow.
So it was like that step of faith, knowing that there was a seed in my heart and, hearing somebody say, you can do it.
Yeah.
I said, I have to put feet to this.
Yeah.
And this was 2009. We were in a recession.
Yeah. So you started during the recession.
Yes. So many people would be like, I don't think that's a good idea to start your business.
Oh,
right now,
most businesses are going down at that time, not starting.
Yes.
So that's amazing.
Yeah. So that was kind of, it was a rough time. But what we saw in the area was that people really had a strong need. They were really struggling. They couldn't do, everything anymore. They're trying to handle their accounting, the marketing, running their businesses, from restaurants to mom and pop shops to catering companies. Everybody was, going through a big loss in business, but they knew how important marketing was.
Right.
And they didn't want to stop doing that, or they just didn't know how to start. So we said, hey, you know what? Let us come in. Let us be that middle person that can help focus and be that anchor for your marketing so then you could go out and do what you're good at. Create the clothes, make the amazing meals, that inspire people, and really working hand in hand, in our town and with the people in our town, and starting there. When people were really struggling and having a hard time, I feel like we brought something called divine intervention.
Yeah.
Yeah, during that time.
And that was focused around the town of Clayton. And so what made you choose Clayton? Because you weren't from Clayton, were you?
No. I grew up in Southern California.
Right.
And I moved to Clayton about 12 years ago.
Okay.
But when my husband and I came here, we really saw the potential here. We knew that growth was coming and we wanted to be a part of it.
Yeah.
But I really feel like we were kind of before the major growth. And, I make a joke that, we could see tumbleweeds going down the street. Like, is anybody going to come in?
Yeah.
Going to come in and say hi to us? But, just being faithful and knowing that what you heard is what you're going to see if you have the faith to speak it out.
Right.
Yeah, and I really feel like that's what happened and that's what manifested.
Wow. Okay, so you come from Southern Cal to a small town of Clayton.
Yes.
And I hear you went and introduced yourself to the Chamber of Commerce in town.
So
How did that go?
So one of the first things I did was walk into the Clayton Chamber of Commerce, and I said, okay, I'm here because I'm going to be on the board, So I walk in, here's this girl, from Los Angeles County walking in and, whatever I was wearing then.
At the time.
The LA clothes. And I come in and there's a room full of people and I'm like, hi, my name is Cindy Nañez and I'm supposed to be on your board. And they're like, who are you? And what are you doing here? And what's going on? And it was so amazing because the man who was over as a director during that time, he pulled me aside and he was like, darling, there's a way that things get started. First, you have to join the chamber.
you weren't even a member at the time.
No, I wasn't a member. I just walked in. And I said, but I'm supposed to be on the board. So I'm coming in telling you this is what's going to happen. And he's like, well, let's get you join, in first. Right. And then, get you in a position to serve. And then, you can look at working your way towards. Yeah. So that was funny. That was a funny experience. But I was so determined to be in the place that I knew that I was supposed to be, that I couldn't care about other people's opinions of me, what they thought of me, how different I was or how different I looked. Mm-hmm. All I knew is that I am here to do what God has called me to do.
Yeah, definitely. So 2009, you're starting a business. What was going on in your personal life at that time?
Oh my gosh. So I literally just gave birth to my daughter.
Oh.
And who's 10 years old now. So not only am I moved to a new area, we have a new child. I'm a first-time parent. Yep. And it was, it's that struggle of getting started when, you're a brand new mom, but then you have this business idea. And of course, you have your marriage and your family and, being involved in church and so many things happening all at the same time. Yeah. But I was so determined, not to, give up, but to continue to persevere. And thank God I had the support of my mom who came out and, helped us for a season with my daughter. And then also my amazing husband. I'm going to tell you right now, I could not have gotten even through that first year without him. His support and his encouragement to even say, you know what, Cindy, I believe in your dreams.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be here to support you in any way that I can.
Wow. So big shout out to Leo.
Yay, Leo, you're the best.
All right. So new mother, new business. What did starting out look like to you?
When I started out, I was in my house. And so you can imagine trying to take care of a baby, trying to run a business. My husband's like, so honey, I think it's time you leave the house and you go get your own office. And I'm like, okay, well, that's a little risky because now I have to pay rent and all these things as a young entrepreneur.
Yeah, the business expenses start coming in.
Yes, and I'm like, but I have to make some money first, right, in order to do that. So that was even a step of faith. And so we got a very small 100-square-foot office in downtown Clayton.
100 square feet. Did you even have a desk in that
space? We got a desk, yeah, it was pretty cool. We got a couple desks in there. But don't try to sit down because, that was...
They're standing desks only.
Yes, exactly. So pretty much, somebody would come visit and I'm like, and sit on my desk and let's have a conversation about your marketing,
Yeah.
And it was just so funny because it was so humble. Like, this is all I have, The furniture was purchased off of Craigslist, for a few bucks. And, it's all that we had, And I felt like we had to continue whatever little amount we were making then, we were putting that back into the business.
Right.
Putting it back into the business. And I really made a big statement that I didn't want my business to start out in debt.
Okay.
So whatever we brought in was put back into the business.
Wow.
And I really feel like that propelled and helped us build on a very strong foundation.
Yeah.
So,
which, I mean, obviously is what helped you get to 10 years later. You're still going strong. Yeah. So that's amazing. So 2009.
Yes.
If I can remember back to that time.
Okay, let's go back for a minute.
Yeah, hop in our time machine for a second. 2009, iPhones were just coming out. Internet was still like a cool thing, but what was marketing in 2009?
I know, it's so funny because I still remember my first iPod when iPods first came out, the big white ones. I remember, yes, I remember just jamming out to that. But social media was just gearing up.
Yeah.
Now this is back before business pages, before you really had any of the assets that you have now when it comes to social media.
Were people even marketing on social media at the time?
You know what? They really weren't, but we saw that something was going to happen.
Right.
There was a potential for something to start and we wanted to be a part of it.
Okay.
So besides, focusing on some web design and marketing consulting, we really zoned into social media. and sharing people, hey, won't you share that on your profile about what you're doing and see if people are interested. So it was so funny that we used the personal profiles of each individual just to share, hey, let them know that you started your business, or share your logo, right? And it really generated, right from the beginning, being a part of the whole social media, marketing trend.
Oh yeah, I mean, something that's so common in today, you guys back then were trying to navigate and make it a thing.
Figure out.
And people were very confused, I'm sure.
Yes, they were like, social media, why do I have to put this on social media?
Yeah,
that makes no sense.
This is where I put my food pictures, right?
Yes,
I mean,
exactly.
that's not for my
picture
business.
With my baby, and that's it. I keep it personal. Why am I going to share business on my personal Facebook page or at all on Facebook? So it was very foreign. So trying to put yourself and be forward thinking, because in marketing, as you know, you always have to be forward thinking. We have to think 2-3 years ahead. And that was really a part of where we were at that time.
Okay. So how long were you in this 100 square foot space where you couldn't sit down? How long did that last for?
I feel like that was about a couple years. And then in 2011, we moved into 1,200 square feet on Main Street in our downtown area.
Okay.
And we were so excited about that because I was like, oh my gosh, I could do a split leap, and land perfectly.
We could have chairs.
I could do spins, As a dancer, this is what happens. This is the thing. I think I probably did a few spins. But, it was just so much room, and I just was like, oh my gosh, this is great. I'm loving this. But just to establish that and, get our sign up, there, and really get involved more in the community and serving and helping, it was pretty spectacular. Wow. It really was. But at the same time, another stretch of faith. Because now we're increasing, which what happens when you start to grow and you get more square footage, more bills, more this, more that. But again, saying, hey, I'm not going in debt in my business. I'm going to continue to pour in and pour in back into it.
Wow. Yeah. So every bit of revenue is still just going back into your business still throughout that time.
Yes. And my husband still supporting me. Okay, I still believe in your dreams, Cindy. You know? Yeah, that was pretty powerful.
So that was 2011. You're doing well. The business is growing. You now have a big office. Tell me about 2013, though. Yes. What happened in that year?
So I feel like, we were really involved in the community, doing a lot of expos. Our business was focused at that time around a lot of event planning and planning different festivals and things like that. I got involved in the chamber. We were helping, with some of their marketing. I was on the board, already.
Nice.
And for a couple years then, got Ambassador of the Year. Wow. Just really 100% all in. And, just what tends to happen is, where your focus is, a lot of times we begin to flourish in that area. And I started to take my focus off some of the things that I really believe are most important, which is my family. Yeah. So I was pouring out and giving so much to the community and to everybody else. And so that area started to, I feel like suffer. Yeah. So it was that season of people were also coming out of my life, that were helping me or working with me. And there was a lot of, I feel like, heartache and heartbreak and things that happened that for about a year. And I sat there, I feel like, alone. And I was sitting at, in the office on Main Street. And I sat there contemplating, I have a choice right now. I could either give up and just say, you know what, I tried, and this is as far as I got, and throw in the towel, or I can wheel it in and say, no, but God, you gave me this vision. Yeah. You gave me this idea. You breathe, your breath is on this, and gear up, muscle in, and muster up the courage to go back out and try again. Yeah. And that's exactly what I did. Yeah. And I said, you know what? I'm going to do it right this time. So I stepped down from a lot of things. I made the choice that I was going to put my family first. Yeah. And everything else will fall into place. And
that was around the same time where your second firecracker came into play as well, right?
Yes, because I was full on pregnant, and I just had my son Isaiah.
Yeah.
And so it was like, oh my gosh, now I don't have one, I have two. And then what you need as far as a support. When you have a second child and you're running a business, and at that time I was teaching Zumba classes full time.
Oh, wow.
So and taught Zumba for 8 years, and so there's all these layers of things that were happening. But I knew I needed to make a shift in order to continue to grow and to continue to build. And I'm just thankful that my clients during that time hang on. They really hung on.
Yeah.
They hung on with me, and they're like, Cindy, we know you're doing this out of the right heart and you're doing this out of the right spirit, so we're here with you.
Wow.
And that was such a beautiful thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that was obviously a difficult season for not only the business but also personal life. Everything was up in the air, but you knew God was leading you in the way that you are going still to this day, which is so incredible. So at that point, were you still working on your own? Had you added any team members at that time?
So I was, for a season, I brought a beautiful lady named Melissa on board, and she was with me for a few years.
Yeah.
And she works in the town of Selma now, and she's doing so great out there. And then, right around 2015 is when I started a Divine Internship program.
Oh, wow.
And I really knew that I felt like I was called to pour into or mentor other people. So the Divine Internship program gave, college students the opportunity to come in and, have some experience in a marketing environment.
Yeah.
And this is like forever family, because
Yeah.
even my 2015 intern, my 14 intern too, we all still are connected, which is beautiful. And, what I love is that in 2017, I had a young lady, Madison, who came in, and she was my intern then. And she was a recent graduate, high school, and was doing an internship out in California.
Whoa.
And she was just pivotal in helping us gear up some things and get to the next level.
Yeah.
So I would love if we can talk to her.
Definitely. We have Madison here with us today,
Yes,
so why don't we go ahead and bring her on?
Hey, Madison!
Hey.
How are you guys?
Cheers to 10 years!
Yeah.
Thank you for coming down.
Thank you for having me.
I'm so excited. Well, I just really feel like, you were so pivotal in that year coming into 2017 when you came to intern for me, because we started to put some things in place, if you remember that, right?
Very busy.
And, can you share a little bit about what you were doing and how you ended up at, Divine Marketing?
So like you said, I was at a gap year after my high school, and I got into marketing then and was able to see how marketing was very pivotal for businesses and organizations to really bring in people from all over the world to put a message out there. And so it was just very fascinating that marketing was such a main artery for organizations and businesses. So it was just very fascinating to me, and I wanted to grow more in that.
Yes. So we ended up getting connected through her beautiful mother, who I love. And
Love my mom.
yes, and she's like, and it's so funny. I feel like the moms are always looking out for the sons.
Oh, they are.
Yes, because I think I'm almost every intern but one, their mom approached me
No way.
and said, my son or my daughter would be the perfect person.
Right.
It's true. Even our intern this year, his mom said that.
Yeah.
So it's so funny how that just worked out and how we got connected through that. So
what are some experiences you've had so far here at Divine Marketing Group?
Oh my gosh, several. So just being under your leadership has just been so amazing, and you have been such a great business model for me, because even working with you, I have launched my own freelance business and have been that for a year now. So she's really helped me grow with that and just developing my new side of creativity that I didn't know that I had. So
I think what's so cool is that Madison interned with us in 2017. She came back and became a team member in 2018, and then came back and became a team member in 2019. So we're kind of connected at the hip.
Yeah.
And I just love that, from that internship and just developing this, that she's become a part of our team.
Wow. Well, that's incredible.
Yeah, it's been pretty beautiful.
it's been such a fun journey.
Very fun. So you started obviously bringing in some interns, and that was going well for a while. You became a team member in 2018. is that around the time when you started adding more team members?
Well, actually, in 2017, when Madison went back to California for that season, that's when I met our other team member, Heather, so she's been with us now for about 2 years.
Okay.
And so she came in 2017. So it was so amazing because Madison goes out and then Heather, comes in. and it just worked out so perfectly because Heather was exactly what we needed.
Right.
And, as a team member, she's been supporting a lot of our social media management and just has so much wisdom there. She really, I feel like, is the mom or the mother, in our group. And she really keeps us all accountable as a team.
Absolutely.
And she's so much fun, so sarcastic, and you love it.
Leading off with that, why don't we introduce Heather
let's
in?
do it.
Heather, come on in.
Hey.
Hello.
Cheers. Cheers to 10 years. Hey.
Let me try not to trip on my way.
Yay. Thank you for being here.
Well, thanks for having me.
So Heather, how has it been working here at Divine Marketing Group?
It's been awesome.
Yeah.
It's came at the perfect time because my husband and I moved here in 2017. The end of 2017. So April of 2017.
Okay.
And Chris had a job. My husband had a job. That's why we moved up here. And I was searching and searching and searching and couldn't find anything that I wanted because I was recently graduated from college. And everybody wants, the 1 to 2 years experience in marketing or any career at this point. And I'm like, well, how am I going to get it if no one's going to give it to me? And so Cindy took a chance on me, and I've been here ever since.
Wow, well, that's so amazing. So how is it working with her on a day-to-day basis?
We have way too much fun. Way too much fun.
That's true.
People wonder how we get anything done, but we do. That's all that matters.
Very true.
It's so funny. I just literally had that thought yesterday. I was like, I have no idea how I got anything done. But look, everything's checked off my list. That's exactly how it happened.
Hey, that's exactly how it always happens.
I do want to say something. When I interviewed a lot of people, and it really came down to 2, and I just love that. I just knew that when Heather came in, that it was her.
Yeah.
It was her. And the fact that she was eager to learn and that, she wanted to be a part of something, and she could see that this girl that she's sitting across from obviously has something in store. Like has vision, like she wants to grow. And that she was willing to say, hey, I want to be a part of that team and take this journey that you're on. It was pretty motivating. And I just knew, she needed to be a part of our team. So
nice. So that's 2018 and
actually 2017.
That was 2017. You're right. So 2017.
Yep.
And then the very next year, you're able to open what you call the Dream Center. What is that? Tell me a little bit about that. Okay,
so that happened. My husband and I, for about 10 years, we've been driving around downtown Clayton looking for a building. And, we're like, is that it or is that it? But there was not that much inventory. A lot of people were holding on to their properties.
Right.
And, really by another divine intervention, a great friend of mine owned the building that we're sitting in today. And when he was making a transition in his life, he knew, he felt that, God was showing him that if you're going to sell it to anyone, it needs to be to Cindy.
Yeah.
And to hear that was so I just wanted to cry. I think I did. Because when you're looking for something and you're supposed to have it for that long, And you
Well,
keep looking.
Yeah, it's what you guys always say here in the office is that if you speak it'll happen. And you guys, oddly enough, it always seems to happen. I mean,
Yeah.
to the point where even I think the other day you said, I want a cup of coffee. And then Madison shows up with a cup of coffee. It's just like, how is this even possible?
Oh my gosh, that's
But
our
yeah,
life.
so you were speaking it into
Existence,
the existence and saying,
That's such a good point.
this is going to happen here. We're going to find that place.
But this is what's so interesting is that, some things happen in an instant. Like Madison bringing Heather coffee,
Yeah.
right? Some things you hear them and sometimes they're not till 8 years later.
Right.
But are you still going to believe? Are you still going to have the faith to know that inside you heard that, or that it's going to happen? And by us, I feel like in some way God was like, they're still looking for a promise that I put inside them.
Right.
And they're not giving up. They just didn't say, because it didn't show up the next day, I guess it's not supposed to be.
Right.
But because we kept looking.
Yeah.
And then I get a call. And it's like, I have something for you.
Yeah.
You need to hear. And I was like, whoa,
Ah.
it is here.
That's
And I
it.
never forget when Heather and I stepped into the building and I was telling her,
That was the first day I heard about it.
yeah, yes,
She goes, hey, I bought a building today.
yes. What?
What? You did what? With me?
I'm like, let me go take you to see it. And we walk in. I was like, this is where we're going to be. You want to help me decorate? And she's like, whoa, what just happened? But I will tell you, there was another need here in this area. And that was a need for a place where people can come and dream. A place where people can come and work and feel inspired. Yeah, and that's really what the DMG Dream Center kind of the way it started.
Yeah.
It started out of a need, just like Divine Marketing Group.
Wow. So you told me that the mission for the Dream Center here is to start with a dream and then help people to create, innovate, accumulate, and give back.
Yeah, and really because I feel that each and every one of us has a dream in our heart, or we have a seed that's there. People call it different things. I call it a dream.
Yeah.
And we wanted an environment where you can come in and put feet to that, right? Where you can create the thing that you're dreaming about, that you can learn how to innovate. Like, what tools do I need in order to see this come to life, right?
Yeah.
And then learn how to accumulate from that, learn how to make an income and be a blessing, to other people by your product and service. And then that last part, the give back part, is one of the most important, because once you are blessed, you need to be able to pour it back out to others. And so give back as a part of the mission is so important. And we get to support 5 amazing charities. We support Generosity Feeds. That's, right here in Smithfield, that is helping, stop childhood hunger in our area, one child at a time. It's so beautiful. Water the World, which was started by one of our interns, Brandon Holder, who is bringing water filtration systems throughout the world, and they have already reached 1 million people.
Wow.
Can you believe that?
Wow, that's amazing.
Oh my gosh, my heart is just so overwhelmed with that. We get to reach out with organizations like Donate Life NC that are literally saving lives, and get to partner with them and support them with their 5K and the run that they do. We also support another charity called Children's Cup, where we sponsor a beautiful little girl named Brittany, who's in Belize. And we just got a letter from her the other day, and just talking about, how she's enjoying school. We get to send her to school.
Wow.
We get to buy her gifts for her birthday and do all these amazing things. And we're literally changing a life in another country. And imagine 10, 15 years from now what that's going to do for her, and who she's going to affect, just by starting with one can do so much. I really do feel that. Another charity that we support is called St. Baldrick's.
Right.
And we started supporting St. Baldrick's almost 9 years ago, when we
Wow.
started hosting a annual Zumba event and raising money, and people were shaving their heads and raising money. And to see what has happened with that organization just in downtown Clayton alone, the people that are getting treatments that didn't have access to them, the children that are, now there's research being done that can help them at another level. It is amazing what you can do when you focus on making give back a part of your mission when it comes to your business. And that's why I want to encourage people that are watching is connect to something, connect to an organization that you could pour back into, because it's really changing lives.
Wow. So St. Baldrick's is, just to specify, it's to fight childhood cancer.
Yes.
Right. So when we were talking about what to kind of bring up behind the scenes here, we discussed when you started working with St. Baldrick's was around the same time that I actually got involved with St. Baldrick's as well.
Oh, that's
and funny enough, I think it was 2012 was the first year that I raised money, and I worked hard, and it was my Bible study at the time, and we ended up raising enough money to where we all shaved our heads.
Oh my
and,
gosh.
Oh yeah, bald Luke.
Wow.
I can't picture you.
I can't
It's
picture that.
It's not a good look. Not a good look. I don't go back to it. But it is amazing that you were able to support all those organizations and those donations to help with so many people across the world. So that leads us basically to where we are today.
Yay,
I mean,
here we are.
10 years. Cheers.
Yes,
and so now you're going through a rebrand. What's going on?
Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, besides, I feel like just, the team that we have here, we also have Darius, who is behind the camera. Yes, he is the man that makes this magic happen and makes us, look good. Who helps with our photography. He helps with videography, and he's such an essential part of this team and making it work and making everybody look good. Not only us, but also our clients.
Thank you.
Yes, when it comes to that imagery. So, he is a part of, the growth, I feel like, of, Divine Marketing Group too, which brings us into the rebranding. When we started, remember in 2009, social media was just getting started, and, website design was just picking up, and we were trying to figure it out, and now we reflect and we look, 10 years later, and it's like, you know what? I think we found our niche. I think we know where we need to focus, right? And it's so funny that people think, oh, I know what I'm going to do. It's been 5 days that I've owned this business and I've got it, It's like 10 years.
Yeah.
10 years it took to figure this thing out, It doesn't happen overnight. And the thing is, for some people, they start a business, and I mean, they can go to being, a millionaire or a billionaire, and it can happen in a couple of years. Yeah. But the things that people do not see is what they went through before that to get there. Yeah. And so people sometimes will say, I want to be in your shoes. I want to do what you did. Oh, are you sure you want to do it?
Are you ready to take that journey?
Yeah, you never can just look at a book by its cover. Oh, yeah. There is so much depth, I feel like, happening inside every chapter and every word, and
some good chapters, some not so good chapters.
Yes, exactly. Just like, like a really good book.
Yeah.
So, it really took all of that process to understand where we want to be today. Right. So the rebranding, I'm so excited about, because we're really going to zone in and we're focusing in on social media marketing. We'll be focusing in on our videography and our photography. Another section will be digital ads, of course, branding, side of things. And, with the digital ads part of things, things are getting ready to change.
Oh yeah.
We're getting ready to hit 2020 very soon. And from there, yes. and I feel like in the next couple of years, we're just like you saw that social media shift around 2009, we're getting ready to hit another shift.
Right.
And we want to prepare not only ourselves, but our clients for that shift that's getting ready to happen in marketing. And so we're preparing new products, some services that cater to help them not only get ready for the shift, but propel and succeed, into the future. So that's really exciting. I'm really excited that I get to do, speaking engagements and trainings and seminars, and I love it.
Yes.
And I love that I get to connect and, teach people about, these areas of marketing.
So with the rebrand, it's all of that and then more. I hear you coming out with a new logo.
Yes.
Whole new websites coming out.
Yes.
So many things are happening right now.
Oh yeah. Yes.
And we should be expecting those hopefully.
Yes, within the next few months.
In the next few months. So we'll see those coming out. Obviously, keep an eye out for them. That's going to be amazing.
Yes,
Can't
we're
wait to
working
see
hard
it.
over here as a whole team,
Yeah.
putting in some, time and sweat and energy, making sure that we have it right. So when we share it with those that we're helping, we can help elevate them,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So it's about, bringing that standard of excellence also to the community.
All right. Well, this is the 10-year anniversary, so I got to ask, where do you think the next 10 years are going to take you? How does that look for you?
I always saw that for Divine Marketing Group, we would have, an East Coast team and a West Coast team.
Wow.
I still feel like I have strong roots in California, and I have a lot of family. Jesus. And my husband has a lot of family, and just in family alone, the businesses that they have, and I get questions, a lot of the time, let alone friends and people that I've networked with, that I really feel like there's a need for what we have, the energy behind what we have at Divine Marketing Group, that people need that. And I really see that bi-coastal growth happening. And of course, an expansion of our team, continuing to, add more team members, and that can really be a part of this vision.
Okay. So, Madison, you have been to California before.
I have.
So you know the area already.
I do.
Heather, California.
I've visited.
Okay. So potentially, guys, you might be in the sunny state again. Just throw that out there.
Yes,
So that is amazing to hear all of what's happened, all of where you're going. One final question I just wanted to ask you. With all that has happened already, and where you've been and where you are now, was that pure luck, or do you think it was hard work?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think it was divinity. I think it was, I really do feel like literally it was divine. That the combination of the time and the season coming together with hard work and, really putting the pedal to the metal and just going after it.
Yeah.
So for me, I guess it's a little bit of both, but the word that I really feel like is it was faith bound.
Wow.
It
So,
really was.
For those at home, she chose option C.
I did.
Which is so Cindy-like.
Yes, it's perfect. It's perfect.
Exactly.
I'm gonna come up with my own word, but I really do believe that, and I'm so excited because these 10 years have been years of growth.
Yeah.
I see this foundation, and I could see like cinder blocks if you ever see them, and I see them building, and that's what we've been doing, right? Building this strong foundation, and now that foundation is solid, that now there's going to be this exponential liftoff.
Yeah.
And what took us, what would take 10 years can literally happen in a month. I feel like that type of acceleration is getting ready to happen for Divine Marketing Group. And what is so amazing about that Divine Marketing Group isn't, Cindy, Divine Marketing Group isn't just the team, it's the community that we also serve. So when a blessing comes in, it touches each and every one of us.
Wow.
And that's what it's about.
Well, guys, buckle up, because it sounds like we're about to take off here.
Yes.
But again, Cindy, congratulations on 10 years. Everybody, this is such an amazing accomplishment. Cheers to 10 years.
Yes. Cheers, y'all.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thanks, guys.
Good morning, DMG. It's Steven. Hope you guys are doing well. Just want to congratulate you guys on 10 years. Wow. That's pretty incredible, seeing how most businesses don't really thrive that long, for sure. So I know you guys have a great leader, Cindy. I love you, girl. You're awesome. Love the way you lead your team. Love the way you bring inspiration and attitude and sassiness and all the good stuff straight to the marketplace. Love the fact how you serve your local community. That's always one of the biggest things, biggest reasons why I always like doing business with you guys, for sure. Looking forward to actually doing some new stuff with you guys in the near future. But just wanted to send a happy birthday to DMG and to the DMG team. Love you guys. Looking forward to seeing you guys soon. Take care.
Hello, it's Yuri with Core Movement. I just wanted to take a special moment to wish DMG a happy 10-year birthday. My relationship with you guys started almost a year ago last summer, where I came to you with my vision for my business in Pilates Bar and Boot Camp, and you guys helped me nourish that vision into an actual reality through promotional videos, through photography, through my website and social media channels. So I owe a big thank you to you guys for all of your help in believing in my vision, adapting my vision to the various platforms that I want to use it on, and being able to reach people here in Clayton with my joy. So happy 10-year birthday, DMG, and I wish you plenty more years of success. Happy birthday.
Hey, how you guys doing? My name is Brian. I used to work for DMG Dream Center for a little while. I was a video production manager. I was in charge of editing the videos and shooting the videos, and sometimes stage setup, and also a little bit of photography. I'm here to say congratulations on turning 10. 10 years is a huge accomplishment, and I believe that's because you kept God first, and for that He's going to continue to bless you, as He's already been doing. A lot of companies don't even make it to 2 years, so this is a huge accomplishment. So I love you, and I will be here for you guys in celebration of 10 years and 10 more years after that. Love you guys. All right, bye.
Hi, I'm Kelly from Twisted River Hair Studio. I've known Cindy for over 10 plus years. I was introduced to her through Zumba, used to attend all her classes, absolutely just loved her enthusiasm and the fun that she brought by just being around her. And when she moved from one gym to the other, I was her follower. Cindy was also one of our clients at the hair salon, so she would come in frequently to get her hair done, and I knew that she had her marketing group and helped a lot of other businesses with their marketing needs. Once I decided to open my own salon, I quickly realized how I needed Cindy and DMG's professional help. They have helped me with so much. They've helped me set up my domain, my Google domain. They got my website up and running, helped me get my newsletter established, helped me with all my social media and marketing needs. Anything from my posts to my blog to updating our profile for our stylist and just making sure we're ahead of the game. I cannot imagine not having them around to help me, and I love our relationship and look forward to many more years to come. So Cindy and DMG, I hope you guys have a happy anniversary, and thank you for all you do.
Hey guys, Brandon Holder here. During the summer of 2015, I was a junior marketing representative with Divine Marketing Group, and I cannot say enough positive things about my experience during that time. I got to do a lot of marketing with the Beer, Wine, and Shine tour, as well as the Clayton Food tours. And growing up in Clayton and being able to do a lot of hands-on work with people I know and respect really was great, and it really pushed me to my full potential and helped me build my resume and my portfolio. And I can't say enough about Cindy Nañez, how much she has helped me out and how much she has pushed me to reach my full potential and achieve my goals. And she's one of the big catalysts that helped me start my Water the World Foundation program. Congratulations, Cindy, on your 10-year anniversary, and congratulations, Team DMG.
Hi, my name is Jamil Gracia, and I'm currently a rising senior at UNC Wilmington. So I worked at DMG in the summer of 2018. I just can't say enough about the experience. The whole group there was extremely fun to work with, and from day one, I really felt like I had a second family. That was my favorite part coming to work, was that I never really felt stress. Yeah, there's always going to be activities and tasks you have to complete at work. But, it was all super fun with the constant banter and the witty comments from, Heather and Cindy, Madison, Brian, everyone I came into contact with. It was just a very fun group to be around. Cindy, personally, from the second I walked in from the interview, she was just super kind. Once I got into the job, I felt like I was one of her kids. She made me feel extremely comfortable, and I know that I can come to her at any time in the future with anything I may be going through, or run something by her, or call her up at any time, even if I just want to say hi or talk. So I can't say enough about Cindy, and congratulations on 10 years at Divine Marketing Group. I wish you all the best, and I know their success in your future. Thanks.
Happy 10th anniversary, Cindy. DMG, 10 years old. That's awesome. This is Melissa Dooley, and I am officially the very first employee that Cindy ever had. So I got that under my belt, and I used to post social media for DMG, and I helped with the Clayton Food Tours when she had that, and the Beer, Wine, and Shine Trail when she had that. And I also did copy for the newsletters, so that was fun. The best part about working with DMG was the people, meeting so many different people, and never doing the same thing day after day. That was there was always something different, and always somebody to talk with and be with. It was a great experience. Cindy's a fantastic employer. She knows what she's doing, and if you hire her, you will not be disappointed. Congratulations again, 10 years, that's awesome. Here's to another 10. Love you, bye.